difficult conditions today, but a good-looking forecast for the rest of the window into the weekend. Should be crowning our champions in some pretty quality conditions. Great lineup here. D.Silva, he's been to the CT, surfing in the red jersey, representing Brazil. K.King getting his first full run at the Challenger Series after fighting some injuries, and looking forward to seeing the return of this guy, K.Andino. Over a decade on the championship tour, a couple of top 5 finishes for him. Yeah, he's got a whole room just dedicated to trophies, no doubt. Probably a storage unit as well. Here we go. Some movement on the outside. I guess the thing is, for those seasoned campaigners, some big clashes as well. As we get to the Burton Automotive replay here of K.King, so good to see this guy looking fit and healthy and ready to go. Doesn't get much out of that wave rid. All his contemporaries were really just sharpening their tools and, you know, going for explosive high-performance moves. He was kind of forced to take a bit of a back seat as we see D.Silva here. Silva, just one of those guys that was bumped off the CT after stop 7 over there at Margaret River. Had a really rough go on the championship tour this year, but has shown that he can get himself back there. He got cut the past couple of seasons, and with surfing like this, he's going to turn in a solid number.
Automotive replay, let's check it out here. Bring it all the way through to this first section, tags it, look at the spray, sends it skyward, and a real indicator of the power in that turn. Comes through to this next section, weaving through, little tight redirection off the top there, then it bowls up again. Jeez, he's good on the backhand, it really is his strength. And again, all the way through to the inside, glides over the roof of that one, and then does well to get the final.
During the replay, we had this ride for K.King on the outside.
Yeah, big lump of water as Kyuss just ducks and weaves, stays really close to that foam, waiting for the wave to wall up again. What's it going to get on the inside? Just weaving back and forth, keeping the speed going, always searching for that section. Nice slashing turn. Comes around again, solid stance. The wave cleans up. Kyuss, another smooth wrap off the top.
Servers, Rasmus. See quite a bit of them with their old boy around the north coast of New South Wales. Talked about this guy, he's a winner and has a whole heap of talent no matter what the conditions are doing. But Andino, during the break ridge, found some room to move and showed his class.
He sure did, finding one of those rare ways where you can connect a couple of turns together.
And Adrian and the team doing a fantastic job. As out in the lineup with just over 13.5 minutes to go, we see J.Earle loading up for something big down the line here. The 2022 World Junior Champion.
On Celsius. Dark. Yep, 10 degrees Celsius. All eyes fixed on what the ocean was going to deliver. Here we go, up and riding. Jarvis, just a quick in and out.
Might have some movement here on the outside. I'll come back to that. And it's a solid set wave standing up here for K.Andino. But then opts out as K.King looks to capitalise on the end of this ride. Nice opening turn. It was a solid section. Rips through the carve. On his way to potentially his best score here. If he can get a finish on the inside, this could go pretty high. Section stands up. Just a few redirects here. Gets a nice backhand hit out of it. As this one fizzes away in deep water on the inside.
And he just has to hit the eject button because Kyuss was above him on the priority order. So Kyuss hits that first section. Tricky one to ride out of, but he does well. Big open face carve. Redirect, starts bringing it back left. It is anything but straightforward how to ride these waves now. You just have to be so intuitive on where this wave is moving and how it hits and travels. Bumps from over the reef break back into the inside zone. Great vision here from up above. Just see Kyuss navigating through all these bumps. There's a beautiful pathway to that arc. and the redirect left. Wave stands up, gets a nice little hook on the backhand.
2 minutes to go here on the outside. We got some movement from D.Silva, who's got a 6.67. He's been waiting some time for this wave. Just gets into it now. Just trying to generate a little bit of speed for a hit here. Climbs up over that white water. Doesn't need a whole lot to get himself up into second place here. Just a 2.97, but that wave, he's going to get back out there with 1 minute and 45 seconds to go and look to save himself. Swinging on an insider now. And again, the wave just not providing into a couple of those trademark backhand hits. K.Andino on the outside.
Oh, that's a big hit.
He's been solid with the timing so far in this heat. Beautiful start, clean carve. He's trying to better a 5.17 and he's probably already done it on this wave. Just seems to be standing back and just patiently waiting for each of his rides to come together before he gets on the attack. And now he's found a good floater through to the inside. Risks it all on that final turn. Sets the fins free. And that kind of risk will be rewarded. This has been a strong heat from K.Andino.
Hits the eject button. And then this is Kolohe's wave. Watch this first connection. Bang, committed to the left. Airdrop. Reconnects. Sets that rail. Big swooping turn. And just the smoothness of that turn in amongst all this junk and rivets on that wave was just beautiful to watch.
So classy.
Brings it all the way through at this point. Kolohe knows there's about 1 minute on the clock, so he just milks this ride all the way through to the inside, gets the foam climb, jams it in the pocket, almost loses the fins, gets that release, but the recovery was fantastic.
It's a little glitch in that final turn. On the outside, K.King. He's trying to hold off the fight from J.Earle, who might be about to get himself ahead of Kyuss on the scoreboard here. So Kyuss really needs to lock into some good turns here on the inside. Looks like he's aware of it. Sticking with this one. Is this wave going to stand up for him? A lot of white water to deal with. Now he's got some open face and really wants to get the timing right here. Climbs up over that final section. Does well to get back out in front of it. This one's going to come to a close now. And we will be waiting on the numbers to come through for K.Andino and K.King in the dying stages here. Finishes on CT. Let's have a look at the Stone and Wood replay for K.King here.
So Kyuss, he needs a 6.1 on this wave. Big open swoop on a foamy section. And then gets the rebound.
Not much in that.
Not much in it, but then he brings it all the way through to the inside and gets that connection. So a lot of downtime through this middle part of the wave. We know that the judges are loving those big outside committed manoeuvres.
Yeah, well, we didn't get to see a couple of Jarvis's rides there, but he chipped away and got himself the numbers he needed, a 6.43, 5.23, and K.King falling just short of the requirement.